So many times people ask me whether they can transition to a job where they are not a pro as yet. So what I suggest is they can transition to a job even if they know the basics, right? So from doing, from learning while doing is the best way to be a pro in some area which you like, right? So you need to learn by the way of supervised and unsupervised learning. Supervised means somebody you get a mentor and according to his guidance you proceed, and in the unsupervised space it is like say a lot of freedom and lot of thing to experiment. Also a lot of mistakes will happen and you can take a lot of time also in learning. So it is always better to have a mentor and then uh, start from the basic knowledge as I said, and do not be a perfectionist. Don't think that it will be perfect, after that only I'll execute. That mindset should not be there, because you will lose the precious time during which you might have committed a mistake and would have learned from that. So failing fast forward is the thing. Failing fast, failing forward, right? That is the mantra, today's mantra. And so you have to take imperfect action immediately. So take action, fail, if and you can gain from that learning and implement it afterwards. So give yourself that scope. Then there is another very important thing is, can you do wealth creation while you are while you are learning, right? When you are learning you are not obviously a pro, but when do you think you become a pro? Becoming a pro is a myth, right? Because it is continuous learning and you are learning all the way, all the time. So there are you you can always teach people who are a step behind or behind you, right? That can be several stages of learning. People all the world over, there are so many professionals. Not all of them know everything, right? You might be knowing something which others don't know. You never know about that unless you share, you start sharing, right? And you might be thinking that since people call them pro, they might be knowing everything. No, that is not true. So don't be afraid to share whatever you are learning, even if at the cost of repetition. Even if you are repeating something for most of the people, you might be sharing something new for quite a lot of people out there. So don't be shy of sharing while you are learning. Yes, Chandra, thank you for watching. And any question you have, please ask, right? And then how to develop leadership growth? Yes, very important question, and question pertaining to my niche. So what I see is leadership growth is vital tool and what you can say characteristic trait to your growth. So the hi Thomas, yeah, hi Thomas. So when you are ambitious enough, talented enough, and prepared to fail, right? That is when you are a leader, a great leader, in which you are learning, failing, and then learning, and then again teaching, and creating value for others, right? So that is how you can transition. And wealth creation, yes, while you are sharing, there will be people who would be willing to pay to you for your engagement with them, because people want to learn, right, all the time, and you might be sharing some very precious values. So that way wealth creation also can happen if you are willing to uh, share it with some kind of price. So these are the ways we can transition from a job we love. And the second thing is wealth creation can happen, and a leadership growth can happen if you are willing to fail. You can make mistake. So there was one question: how can one be successful and grow in confidence? So the answer is make more mistakes. So there is a lot of value in having mistakes. Unless you try, unless you innovate, there cannot be any mistake if you keep on doing what you know already. So there is another saying that also goes into this, is that what you know you do great, what you don't know you do even better, right? So how that is possible? That is possible because of this. Because when you do a mistake, you gain invaluable insight, because you are the person, you know where you did the mistake and how you resolved that issue. You are the only person to know, because you have made the mistake. The other person who is watching from the fringe, from the territory, from the other side, he will not have that insight, but he can buy that, pay you for that insight. So like say, many people, they think it is foolish to reinvent the wheel again. And yes, it is foolish, of course. Hi Pawan, thanks for watching. So it is foolish to do the same mistakes again and again, which somebody else has already done. And if you can learn from that mistake, you can do fresh mistakes, right? So you have the advantage of having the experience of somebody else, and that experience comes if you have a mentor, and then plus you are getting further scope to do further mistakes, because you already have the comfort level of the insight of your mentor, not to fail where he or she, your mentor, has already failed, right? Because that insight you have at your disposal. So these, please keep in mind to have a mentor while you are transitioning from somewhere where you are not so comfortable in terms of your experience or your knowledge or skill set, might be. Doesn't matter. Take the first step, take the leap of faith, and everything will be good, provided you promise yourself to make mistakes more quickly and fail fast, fail forward. Thank you for watching.